Susan Sarandon's 3 kids, all about Eva, John, and Miles. Susan Sarandon's kids followed in her footsteps. The Thelma and Louise star is the proud mother of 3 adult children, daughter Eva Amory, 40, whom she shares with ex-Franco Amory, and sons John Jack Henry, 35, and Miles Robbins, 32, whom she shares with ex-Tim Robbins. All 3 of her children have pursued careers in the entertainment industry in some form, with her eldest even acting alongside her in a number of projects. Over the years, Sarandon has learned a lot about parenting. What I always tell any woman who's telling me they're thinking of having a baby is that no matter how involved or well-intentioned your baby daddy or husband is, it is up to you in the beginning, she once said. That's the way it's designed, there's just no getting around that. Sarandon is also a grandmother to her daughter Eva's 3 children, and she has noted that becoming a grandma has been nothing like her journey as a mother. You realize the constant worry you have as a mom, or just at least anticipating that you have as a mom that you don't have as a grandma, she added. When something happens or she gets a cold, I'm just like, yeah, well, she'll get over it. She also loves to spoil her grandchildren. I plan to just completely go against everything my daughter's trying to do and spoil them completely, she jokingly told People, adding of Eva, I also can't wait for her to understand how challenging being a mother is and appreciate me even more when she finds out. Keep reading to learn more about Susan Sarandon's 3 children. Eva Amory, 40. Sarandon began dating filmmaker Franco Amory in the mid-80s. The former couple welcomed their first and only child, daughter Eva Amory, on March 15, 1985. Eva has been candid about her upbringing and what growing up as the child of a celebrity was like for her. During a Q&A session that she posted on TikTok on Jan 4, 2023, she compared the experience to growing up in the circus. People who grew up in the industry sometimes liken the experience to growing up in the circus, in the sense that you spend these really surreal periods of time really closely intertwined with other people. Whether that's other people's families or individuals, she explained. You're just spending all this quality time with a certain group and you become so close, almost like family. She continued, one of the things that's really disorienting about the acting world is that then, when the project is done, a lot of the time everyone goes their separate ways and you kind of just disappear back into real life. And it can be really sad sometimes. However, she noted that she has lots of great memories of some other families they became close with and spent holidays together. As an adult, Eva has followed in her mother's footsteps and is now an actress. She has had several small roles in various movies and TV shows, including Friends, The Mindy Project, and New Girl, among others. She also worked alongside her mother on The Banger Sisters, Monarch, and That's My Boy. In addition to acting, Eva is also a popular blogger and influencer. She has more than 200,000 followers on Instagram, where she posts lifestyle content and runs the blog Happily Eva After. In October of 2011, Eva wed NBC Sports analyst Kyle Martino. The couple welcomed their daughter Marlo Mee in 2014 and their son, Major James, in 2016. After 8 years of marriage, Eva and Martino split in 2019, while she was pregnant with their 3rd child, Matteo Antoni, whom she welcomed in 2020. They continue to co-parent their 3 children and are frequently featured on each other's social media accounts. All about Susan Sarandon's daughter Eva Amory. Our family is starting down a new path, the former couple said in a statement. After a lot of thoughtful consideration and work on our relationship, we have made the difficult decision to lovingly part ways as a couple. We are committed to and excited about raising our 3 beautiful children as close friends and deep partners, and we have the utmost respect for one another, they added. We feel so grateful for the wonderful gifts we have created and received throughout our decade together. Eva began dating chef Ian Hawke in 2020. He eventually popped the question in February 2023, and the couple wed on June 29, 2024, at Windrift Hall in New York's Hudson Valley. The French garden party-themed event was attended by 40 of their closest friends and family. I really love how Ian takes care of me and the kids and is the most loving and considerate partner, Eva told People of her now husband. He's my best friend, and there's nothing better than doing life together. John Jack Henry Robbins, 35. Sarandon met actor Tim Robbins while filming the 1988 movie Bull Durham. They hit it off and began dating shortly after. The former couple welcomed their first child together and Susan's second baby, John Jack Henry, on May 15, 1989. Although Jack is part of the entertainment industry like his relatives, he prefers to work behind the camera as an editor, writer, and director. Most recently, he directed 80 episodes of Jimmy Kimmel Live between 2021 and 2022. He's also directed a handful of short films that he created, including Surf's Up, Jack and Ellington, and VHS, the latter of which he collaborated on with his father. Jack regularly posts about his work on his Instagram account, and although he is relatively private when it comes to his personal life, he has shared a few photos of his family on his page. On Mother's Day in 2021, he posted a sweet tribute to Sarandon, writing alongside a childhood photo of her, "Happy Mother's Day to Susan Abigail Tomalin. Grew up to be a badass icon, to the world sure whatever, but to her kids and those who know her well we understand how much more impressive it is to be a strong Susan than Louise. Love you, Mom." In July 2023, Sarandon shared a photo on Instagram of the mother-son duo holding picket signs and striking with fellow Screen Actors Guild and Writers Guild of America members. "Usually my son would finish this caption, but he's on strike," Sarandon wrote over the photo. "A family that strikes together," she added. A few months later, Jack documented a day in the life as a Nepo baby for his Instagram followers. The satirical video opens with Jack meditating in front of a giant poster of his mom before he makes his way to Sarandon's New York City apartment. The mother-son duo then jokingly fights about his inheritance, and Jack puts on a robe for his ceremony that drains talent from Sarandon's soul. Miles Robbins, 32. Sarandon and Robbins welcomed their second son, Miles Robbins, on May 4, 1992. Miles also became an actor, but has shown an interest in music as well. He attended Brown University, where he studied documentary filmmaking and music production for a total of 3 years before leaving prior to graduation, as he told the Los Angeles Times. Miles has appeared in several TV shows and films, including Blockers, The X-Files, My Friend Dahmer, Miracle Workers, and the 2018 Halloween reboot. He has also lent his voice to a handful of video games. When it comes to being cast in his parents' shadows, Miles told the LA Times, "I won't try to act like I will ever escape it. I think at a certain point in my life, I was a lot more precious about that. Perhaps from a place of ego, I didn't want to be associated with them at all, because I was going to be so overshadowed by them." In addition to acting, Miles is a disc jockey and producer under the stage name Househusband. He is also a member of the psychedelic pop group Pow Pow Family Band.